50k's from Launceston and the last set of traffic lights on the first Sunday of every month in Georgetown. Don Mario's hosts Classic Cars and Coffee. Let's check out and see what they've got around here today. So first I've caught up with Dean. He's got an awesome car here. It caught my eye as soon as I walked into the car park. And this is an FG Falcon, isn't it? Yeah, it's a 2012 model.
Yep.
XR6 is the one with the big Barra engine in it. How long have you had this, mate?
I've only had it since probably February this year.
And was it like this when you bought it?
No, it was stock standard.
Mate, you've done a bit of work to it to make it look impressive. First thing I noticed was the supercharger on there. Yeah. You've put that in, you haven't tuned it right up as yet to get the maximum power out of it?
No, it's got water meth going into it, so it gets the best tune it can. Good set of pacemaker extractors going into stainless steel twins, 2.5 inch. So.
And you've done all this yourself, have you?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like I've fitted all the supercharger up.
Did you really?
I had to get the exhaust put on because of how they hook over your back axles.
Well, that's pretty good, mate, because it's pretty hard these days to do stuff in the shed at home, but you've done a great job on this one. Now, sometimes you get inspiration from seeing other cars at car shows, and you've done that with the pinstriping, and I think it really sets this car off, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I like the idea it goes along the side of the car, and it comes up and just finishes off near the tail light. I mean, it's low as I wanted it to go. I've only brought it down 20 mil. Yeah. And I don't like them sitting up underneath the guards. No, so I wanted something that was drivable. It's got like a front splitter on it to make it look lower than what it is, and it doesn't look like a family car.
I mean, it's got a good stance to it. It's black, hard to keep clean.
Yeah, well that's it too.
I love the wheels on it. It's a really, really good car, mate. And it's your pride and joy, and you absolutely love it. I know you do. Yeah. And you're going to go and see some locals to get it all tuned up. So this is great. So these are Tassie cars, people. We've got some good stuff down here. I've stumbled across an absolute classic here today. Brett's brought along a 1973 HQ. And I'll tell you, not many of these around now. Brett, how did you acquire this, mate?
I was pretty lucky actually. My next door neighbour, he came over and just asked me if I wanted an old car, and I thought, oh, yeah, well, probably. What is it? He said, old HQ. I said, yes, I'll have that.
Yes, and I would too. The old ears do prick up when, people say, oh, I've got an old car, what do you want? So, get so inquisitive, don't you? Yeah. So what was the process of getting it to this condition now? Because obviously it wasn't in this condition.
Well, when I got it, I was lucky really. It didn't have a lot of rust in it. And a friend, a bloke down at Newstead in Launceston, Dave Walker, he done all the paint and panel, which absolute credit to him. It period about 8-9 months to do it all up, and we just worked on it every night of the week and most weekends, and slowly put it together, and this is the end result.
So she's still stock standard, it's got a few bells and whistles to make it how you wanted it, with the flutes and the guards, and you didn't want to make it into a Monaro or a GTS or anything, you just wanted it to look how you wanted it.
Yeah, it's got a 4-speed box, M20 4-speed box in it now. It's a 6-cylinder 202, and
it's got to be better than the old threes on the trees.
just all it done is a set of extractors, and it's still even got drum brakes. I mean, you really got to drive these old cars.
But that's a real bloody car though, isn't it?
My dad bought one of these brand new in 1973. I just turned 16, so I've actually got my licence in it. And over the years, things started wearing that, and the gears were the same thing, just a jam.
But see, that's why you probably got this car, because it's relived a memory from way back then. Yeah. Dad cursing about those linkages at the traffic lights.
Yeah, and everywhere else you try to drive it.
Yeah, that's it. It's great that you come along to Don Mario's Classic Cars and Coffee today, mate, because they put on a good little show, and it's great to connect with other people and have a bit of a chat about
We've heard so much about it, so we thought we'd bring it down while it's still nice and clean.
Yeah, this is your first time here,
First time,
And you've even got a T-shirt?
Yeah, this is the actual car when I first got it, so my daughter done that for me,
Oh, congratulations, mate. It looks really good. Bit of a head turner in the HQ model, so thought I'd better have a chat with you, mate.
Thank you very much.
No worries at all. Now, Rob, you're responsible for all of this, mate. Don Mario's Classic Cars and Coffee. It's been going for how long now, mate?
3.5 years.
Wow, that time has flown. I've had a couple of attempts to come here, but congratulations, mate.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is so good for Georgetown, the local community, the car community, and just people in general. You've used your initiative as a business owner to not only probably make a bit of extra money as well, but also to get the community connected. So is that what your intention was when you first started?
My intention was, when I moved here, to try and change people's perception of Georgetown, of being out of the way and all the rest of it. Because I just saw so much merit in the town.
Yeah.
And being a car guy, I started Harry's Cafe de Wheels in Sydney.
Yes.
So we get 1,000 cars to that event.
And successful too.
Yes, that's right. But here, I saw an opportunity, and I've brought a few of my cars down.
Yeah.
And it gave me an opportunity to interact with people. See, car guys are very giving people. Being a free event and a casual event, Don Mario sponsors the trophies, and and they're massive, a monthly event.
Yeah.
But it's a reward for one person. I say to everybody, you drive your trophy to the event.
That's right.
Okay.
Exactly.
And here they can leave anytime they want.
Yeah.
They don't have to buy their coffee from Don Mario's.
Yeah.
They can buy it from any other business.
Yeah.
It's about lifting the profile of Georgetown, showing quite a Tasmanian community that the car guys are not just a bunch of rev heads.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
They're actually decent human beings, and what I love about it is you get people here who haven't seen each other since they went to school with each other. Because it's a very small area, small population. It's really joyous sometimes. You see the smiles on people's faces.
You do, and as you did, come from what we call the mainland and come down here, and with the council and everything, the government, they've all jumped on board and thought, Georgetown is a beautiful little place. I mean, marina out the back, and look at Lowhead and all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
For visitors to come down and have a look at it, it's a lovely place. Got good industrial, Bell Bay and Camalco and all that there, so good jobs and everything. Plus the affordability of the area.
There's 450 new home sites in the town at present that have just been done. There's an old convict ladies prison just in the next street on Cemetery Street.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy who built Mario's, the original Mario, they actually boarded there when they first came here in 1958, I think it was.
So it's got a lot of history, Georgetown.
A lot of history, yeah.
So if you're planning a trip down to Tasmania, I suggest that you come down, try and plan it around a Sunday, the first one of each month, and come and check out the cars and check out Georgetown. You'll have a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much, Rob, for putting the event on and all your time and your input into the community.
You're a credit to the car community.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. No worries. Thank you.
This is Corey, this is Cam. Cam's got his own YouTube channel. You better tell us what it is, Cam.
CMS Media.
CMS Media, and he's got more subscribers than me at the moment. Corey, you've got a muscle car here, mate. I've already done a bit of a talk about a Mustang in a previous video, but this is toughness, mate. 1966 model, GT350.
Yeah, GT350 Tribute.
Yeah.
It's a resto mod.
Yep.
Came into Australia in 2008. Had two owners in Australia before me. But hadn't been on the road.
Right.
I purchased the car and spent 2.5 years finishing it off and getting it all engineered. So it's
mate, there's some serious gear shift work happening in there.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so it's a 66 with all modern running gear.
Yeah.
It's got a fuel injected 5 litre.
Yes.
5-speed manual, 9-inch. Disc brakes, power steering, so it's got all the comforts of a modern car.
It just makes me smile. It just sounds like power, doesn't it?
Yeah. No,
you like a bit of power?
I do. I do.
That's the young lad coming out in you. You know that.
It is.
Speaking of young lads, Cam, did you want to ask Corey something about his car?
How much power does your car make?
It's dyno tuned at just over 300 horsepower at the rear wheels.
Wow, that's
so
pretty...
it's a little bit more than twice as what it came out with originally.
Now, Cam said to me that this is one of his favourite cars here today, Don Mario's Classics Cars and Coffee. Why is it one of your favourites? What do you like about this, being such an older car, you being such a young guy?
I just love old Mustangs, and Mustangs are my favourite car.
Yeah.
And just the look of them.
Yeah, just the styling, the sleekness and everything, yeah. Bit of chrome, you like the chrome. Anything else you want to ask, Corey?
Did you style your car off anything like?
No, It came pretty much 90% how it is.
Yeah.
I've just repaired and replaced all the hidden things in the car.
Yeah.
I fell in love with it as soon as I seen it.
Yeah.
And I was quite happy to put the extra money in and finish it off. So, and the final result is, yeah, I just love it.
Yeah. And look, when you're driving it, just the cares of the world just go up in the air, don't they? You're just there and you're just cruising, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just trying to concentrate on the road instead of everybody else on the side of the road looking at you as you're driving past.
Yeah, exactly. Or pull up at the service station, everyone wants to talk to you about it. You've got to get in there quick and get back out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Corey.
No worries
and thank
at all.
you so much, Cam, for joining us today. I hope you have a great day, you two.
No worries, thank you.
Now Shane just lives down the road, but he's bought along a classic. Look at this, a VE Valiant. You've had it for a fair long time.
22 years.
22 years?
Yeah.
So what made you get one of these, mate, 22 years ago?
I seen it and liked it, and my mate owned it, and said, I'll give you first husband. He had it 12 months.
Yeah, so. But you paid pretty top dollar for it back in the day, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Couple of about $2,000 you were telling me?
Yeah.
So that was expensive back then, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
But you absolutely love it. You've given it a new lick of paint since then. So that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Love the white wall tyres on it, mate.
Yeah, I made sure I got them put on it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So where do you drive it, mate? Just around locally? Or?
Yeah, around local.
Yeah.
And that, mainly car shows and that.
Love the car community?
Yeah, I do.
All right, thanks for bringing it along, mate. I really appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Thanks.
Well, it's been such a busy day here at Don Mario's Classic Car and Coffee. I might take a bit of a backseat trip in the old Buick. My goodness, this is so comfortable. In fact, I might have a bit of a nana nap. Good night.